Having narcissistic parents can have a significant emotional impact on an individual well into adulthood. This can cause an adult to have CPTSD. Complex post-traumatic stress disorder can develop from repeated or prolonged exposure to traumatic events, such as childhood abuse, neglect, or other forms of trauma. In the case of childhood trauma, a child may experience ongoing emotional, physical, or sexual abuse, neglect, or other forms of trauma that can lead to the development of CPTSD. Childhood trauma can disrupt the child's sense of safety, trust, and security, which can impact their development and overall well-being. Children who experience trauma may struggle with emotional regulation, have difficulty forming and maintaining relationships, and may develop negative beliefs about themselves and the world around them. Over time, these negative experiences and beliefs can become deeply ingrained in a person's sense of self, leading to ongoing feelings of helplessness, shame, and guilt. Childhood trauma can impact the brain's stress response system, leading to ongoing hypervigilance and a heightened sensitivity to stress and threat. The symptoms of CPTSD can include flashbacks, nightmares, anxiety, depression, difficulty regulating emotions, and a sense of detachment from others. If you have experienced childhood trauma and are experiencing these symptoms, it is important to seek professional help from a qualified mental health provider who specializes in trauma treatment. With appropriate treatment and support, it is possible to heal from the effects of childhood trauma and move towards a more fulfilling and satisfying life. Hit that like button and share this video. Now, let's look at how this affects you as an adult. Here are some ways in which this can manifest into adulthood. Low self-esteem. Narcissistic parents often undermine their children's self-worth and self-esteem by criticizing and belittling them. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy, self-doubt, and a lack of confidence that can persist into adulthood. Difficulty with trust. Narcissistic parents may manipulate and exploit their children for their own gain, leading to a lack of trust in others. This can make it difficult for an adult child of a narcissist to form healthy relationships. Need for validation. Narcissistic parents may demand constant attention and admiration, leading their children to develop a need for external validation. This can result in an adult who is overly dependent on others' opinions and approval. Fear of rejection. Narcissistic parents may use rejection as a means of control, leading their children to fear abandonment and rejection. This can result in an adult who has difficulty forming close relationships for fear of being rejected. Inability to set boundaries. Narcissistic parents often have poor boundaries and may invade their children's privacy or use emotional manipulation to control them. As a result, adult children of narcissists may struggle with setting and maintaining healthy boundaries in their own relationships. Childhood abuse by narcissistic and toxic parents can have a lasting impact on a person's life, including in their adult years. Here are some common triggers that may arise from childhood abuse by such parents. Criticism and disapproval. Adults who are abused by narcissistic and toxic parents may become triggered by criticism or disapproval, especially from authority figures. This can be because they were constantly criticized and belittled as children, and may have internalized these negative messages about themselves. Fear of abandonment. Children of narcissistic and toxic parents may have experienced abandonment or neglect, and this can lead to a fear of being left alone or rejected in their adult years. This fear can manifest in clingy or dependent behavior in relationships. Trust issues. Narcissistic and toxic parents may have betrayed their children's trust or made promises they couldn't keep, leading to a lack of trust in others in adulthood. Difficulty setting boundaries. Children of narcissistic and toxic parents may have had their boundaries constantly violated, leading to difficulty setting and enforcing boundaries in adulthood. Emotional flashbacks. Emotional flashbacks can occur when a current situation triggers memories of past abuse, leading to intense emotional reactions that may feel overwhelming and difficult to control. Hypervigilance. Children of narcissistic and toxic parents may have had to constantly monitor their parents' moods and behavior to avoid abuse or neglect, leading to hypervigilance in adulthood. Recovering from narcissistic abuse can be a long and difficult process, but learning to love yourself and others again is an important part of that journey. Here are some steps you can take. Practice self-care. Take care of yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually. This can include eating well, exercising, getting enough sleep, and engaging in activities that bring you joy. Set boundaries. Establish clear boundaries with the narcissistic person and other people in your life. This can help you protect yourself from further abuse and give you a sense of control. Seek support. Reach out to friends, family, or a therapist who can provide you with emotional support and guidance. You can also seek out support groups for people who have experienced narcissistic abuse. Practice self-compassion. Be kind and gentle with yourself. Recognize that you have been through a traumatic experience and that healing takes time. Challenge negative self-talk. Replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations. Focus on your strengths and accomplishments and celebrate small victories. Practice forgiveness. Forgiving yourself and others can be a powerful way to let go of resentment and anger. It doesn't mean that you condone the behavior that hurt you, but it can help you move forward. Build healthy relationships. Surround yourself with people who are supportive, kind, and respectful. Look for qualities like empathy, compassion, and honesty in the people you choose to spend time with. Remember, healing from narcissistic abuse is a process, and it may take time. Be patient with yourself and keep taking steps forward, no matter how small they may seem. It's important to note that everyone's experience is unique and individual triggers may vary. It's also important to seek professional help if you are struggling with the effects of childhood abuse, as healing and recovery can be a complex process. Overall, the emotional effects of having narcissistic parents can be complex and long-lasting. However, with the help of therapy and a supportive network, individuals can work to overcome these effects and lead fulfilling lives. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and share this video.